As some of you may know, I decided to upgrade the sound department in my gaming setup. I bought two gaming headsets, one of them being the Somic G941, which I reviewed in my last video, and the other being the Armageddon Fuze 5, which I'm gonna be reviewing in this video. Before we continue, I should point out that my experience with these headphones was almost exclusively on the PS4. So this review will be more useful for those who plan to use the headset on the PS4. And just like in my last review, I'm gonna list the pros and cons of the headsets followed by an explanation. Starting with the cons. This thing feels cheaply made. The whole headset is made out of this awful looking plastic that gets scratched by anything that touches really. The leather they use in the ear cups and in the overhead is so cheap that it's starting to wear off, even though I've only had the headset for a couple of weeks now. And when I was cleaning up the headphones to make this video, I accidentally detached the ear cups from the headphones and had to put them back using a credit card. That's how bad the build quality is. The headphones crackle and rattle and the overall quality is just awful. So if you don't take good care of these, they're not gonna last very long. This mic is garbage. Now, I should point out that the microphone was actually unusable, but it was because of the PlayStation 4 itself and not just the mic. Here, have a listen to this so you can understand what I'm on about. You hear that noise? That is not enjoyable, that is very annoying. Now, that loud hum is caused by the PS4 for reasons I don't understand why. But even if the hum wasn't there, the quality would still be bad. And to demonstrate that, I'm gonna play a recording of my voice and filter out the hum. Then compare it to a recording using my earbuds. You hear that noise? That is not enjoyable, that is very annoying. Now I'm using my earbuds to record this audio. It works just fine. It has been working just fine for the past few years. I've gone through plenty of mics before and that's by far the worst one I've ever used. These things get pretty hot. As I said before, they're made out of this leather and it's not only cheap, but it doesn't allow any air circulation inside the ear cup. So they get hot, especially on the summer, so I wouldn't recommend them if you live in hot places. Holy smokes, the LEDs are bright. They are so bright and they don't even look good, they're just there. Unlike in the G941 where the LED serve as a way to highlight the logo, which gives the headset such an aggressive and high-end look, but on the Fuze 5 they're just there lighting up the whole place with seemingly no real reason other than being there. And some of you may say, oh, that's just an unpleasant aesthetic detail, surely it doesn't affect the overall user experience, except that it does. See, the bright yellow lights more often than not drive your eyes away from your TV or monitor, and I simply couldn't get used to having headlights on both sides of my head. You can actually use the LEDs as flashlights. See, these things are better at being flashlights than they are at being headphones. I could think of some cars that have headlights that are less bright than these headphones LEDs. That's how bad they are. Why are they so bright? Personally, this isn't a problem because my PS4 isn't far away from me, but if you play in a spacious environment like your living room on your couch for example, that could certainly be an issue. The cable is approximately 2 meters long, which is pretty long, but it could still be an issue. Having an adjustable mic allows you to place it specifically where you want it to be, and on this headset, the mic isn't adjustable. You can only move it up and down. That might be a small, nitpicky con, but having less flexibility is always a con in my books. What is this surround sound bullshit? Seriously, what are people talking about? I played Call of Duty, Siege, Warface, GTA Online, Battlefield 1, 4 and Hardline, and at no point I felt like I had some sort of advantage over my foes. At no point I felt like I was able to better locate other players using the sound, or that I was improving my experience in GTA's case. I dug up on the whole surround sound topic and it's pretty deep. It's so deep it got me intrigued enough to make it its own video, so keep an eye out for that. And now the pros. The sound quality is actually quite good. It's clear, it works great for music, gaming, movies, you name it. And the ear cups do a good job of keeping the sound inside them, they don't leak or anything. It's just the surround sound system, it leaves a lot to be desired. For such a poorly built device, the cable seems to be quite resistant. You won't be tearing up the cable with ease on these headphones. And the control unit also seems to be quite solid. The buttons feel nice and rugged. The cable in the control unit feels vastly superior in terms of quality in comparison to the rest of the device. For supposedly fully fleshed out gaming headset, these suckers are actually pretty cheap. If you're struggling for money and you have limited options, it's hard to pass on these, but I highly suggest you consider other options. These should be somewhere on the bottom of whatever list you have. Are they worth buying? In most scenarios, absolutely not. As I said before, you should only consider them if you don't have any other options, because they're not great on the PS4 and on PC they're at best average. They have no outstanding features like the built-in vibration unit of the G941. They're just headphones with an advertised 7.1 surround system that is very underwhelming. This review was made with the PS4 in mind, and if you're considering buying them to use on the PS4, I would absolutely not recommend them. If I were you, I'd just stick with some earbuds. They are just a much better value proposition. Anyway, if you have any questions about the headsets, feel free to ask them, and also feel free to correct me if you think I was wrong about something or missed something. And thanks for watching.
Your music sucks. It's terrible. It pains me to even think about it. I can't bear listening to it.